dad sent me a text at 2 in the morning, grab your sister and get out now. Do not trust your mom. So I did exactly that. The phone screen was practically burning my eyes in the dark of my room. 3 short sentences that seemed insane until they made perfect sense. My dad was on a work trip in Seattle, 4 days in one of those monthly trips he took for his consulting firm. Always by the book, predictable. He never texted after 10 p.m., never used urgent language, never said anything that would scare us. This message broke every rule I knew about my dad, careful and controlled, meaning something had gone seriously wrong. I was 17 and already knew how to tell when an adult was overreacting, or when they were actually terrified. This text felt like pure terror squeezed into 12 words. I threw the covers off, grabbed whatever clothes were on the floor, pulled on jeans and a hoodie, while my brain tried to process what it meant. Do not trust your mom. My mom was downstairs in the living room, where I had left her an hour ago, watching true crime docs and drinking wine like pretty much every night. Normal suburban mom behavior, nothing weird or suspicious. But my dad would not send this without a damn good reason. Telling me to grab my sister and run meant immediate danger, not paranoia. I shoved my feet into sneakers, grabbed my backpack, dumped out the books and threw in my laptop, charger, and the $300 and 20s I had been hiding in my drawer, for reasons I never really explained. Suddenly, that money became the most important thing I owned. My sister Becca was 12 and slept like a rock, did not even stir when I ran around in the room next door. I went slowly down the hallway, opened her door carefully. The hinge creaked and I almost died. She was all tangled up in the blankets, just her black hair showing, breathing deep in heavy sleep. Waking her quietly was going to be nearly impossible, but waking her screaming would bring mom up from downstairs, and my dad's message had been clear about not trusting her. I knelt by Becca's bed, covered her mouth with my hand and shook her shoulder. Her eyes flew open, scared. I felt her try to scream against my palm. I made the shush sign and put my mouth to her ear, barely a whisper. Dad sent an emergency text. We need to leave right now without mom noticing. I will explain everything once we are safe, but you have to trust me and stay quiet. Becca's eyes were huge with fear and confusion, but she nodded. I took my hand off her mouth. She sat up in bed, grabbed her glasses from the nightstand. I had already pulled clothes from her closet, jeans and a hoodie that I shoved into her hands, making the signal to change fast. She pulled them on over her pajamas with shaking hands. I stuffed her feet into the closest sneakers, did not even tie them properly. Becca's bedroom window faced the backyard and had the screen I had already taken off multiple times to sneak out and meet friends. I popped the screen off easily, looked down about 8 feet to the flower bed. Not ideal, but doable. The dirt would soften the landing. I tossed both backpacks out first, watched them land in the dirt, then helped Becca climb through the window. She froze at the edge, looking down with a panicked face. I grabbed her wrists and lowered her as far as I could before letting go. She fell the rest with a muffled thud that seemed deafening in the silent night. I jumped right after, rolled to absorb the impact and twisted my ankle a bit, but it held. When I got up, Becca was staring at me with questions all over her face. I grabbed her hand and ran to the back of the yard. We probably had a few minutes before mom came upstairs or heard something. The fence was almost 6 feet of wood. I climbed up using the lattice as steps, went over to the other side and dropped into the neighbor's yard. Becca struggled more with the height, but I talked her through what to do, caught her when she came down on my side. We ran through 3 backyards until we came out on a street 2 blocks from our house, both of us panting. Only then did I pull out my phone again and reread Dad's message, looking for details I had missed in the panic. Timestamp showed 2:03, sent 7 minutes ago. No new messages, no missed calls, just those 3 sentences hanging on the screen like a bomb. I tried calling him and it went straight to voicemail, his professional greeting totally out of place with the emergency